I breathe in stereo. The stereo sounds strange. I know that if you hide, it doesn't go away. If you get out of bed, you'll find me there. Open arms, turn the page, my little dark age. I'm breathing stereo. The stereo sounds strange. Just know that if you hide, it doesn't go away. Yes, it's a really good song. Very good song. Hey, what's up, everybody? So this is the last stream before Avatar. Monday night, we're not doing a stream because we're doing double streams on Tuesday. But I figured I got to do some shakedown breakdowns. Number one. That's number one. Okay. Number two, I figure I can do a draft as well. I already got diamond, so I'm good there. So, yeah, there's a couple of things we can do. If you're interested. Kind of wish I put her in there. But maybe we'll put her on the thumbnail, am I right? You know what I was interested in, too? I didn't realize, I saw this earlier. We missed Catgator, which is a catfish alligator. I think it's pretty funny that it's a catgator, but it's a fish crocodile because it's a catfish crocodile alligator. This is basically corrupt with a body. And the interesting thing about having a corrupt with a body is that you can flash it or reanimate it or play it multiple times. So you could actually exile this and bring it back a few times and hit damage. Now it doesn't damage life. It's not like exactly corrupt where you gain the damage and that, but I think there's something to be said about Catgator here. I think there is something to be said about that. Yeah, I don't do good in those standard events. I could give it a shot, but I'd probably just lose my money. So I'm not super competitive. I think you have to bring a really competitive deck. And I'm not like a super competitive guy. So yeah, I don't know. I did one with Numbskull and we won with a mono black, but the pleasure of me in this game is building new stuff. Yeah. That's the pleasure of it. It's not grinding. It's not grinding it's not grinding meta decks. Like, that's not fun. In my opinion. Now, nothing wrong with doing that if that's what you want to do. I don't have anything against that. A lot of people love that. They love to do it. I don't enjoy that. I get no satisfaction out of that. You know, so that's why I don't really do it too much. Hey, what's up, King Metsu? By the way, let me say hello to everyone. Christmas, Sharkmouth, Joey Lee P, Francois, Koala, True Yellow Dart, King Metsu. I think Phoenix King is probably going to stay where it's at or go up. I don't think it's going to drop. It's a hell of a finisher, man. It is a hell of a finisher. Black or green spells. Alright, what do we want to do first? Do we want to draft first, or do we want to shakedown breakdown first? We could do Neon Dynasty. I wouldn't mind doing a Neon Dynasty draft. That's pretty cool. I don't really want to do an Omen Paths draft. I could do the Powered Cube, but I don't know what I'm doing. My biggest worry about the Powered Cube is I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. I don't have a fucking clue. I can try my best and use Draftsmith and all that, but, you know, I know how to play Magic, but I don't know if I can get through for this. So, that would be the question. I know what's good. I know what good cards are. I know what good cards are and the synergies between them. But, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think Kamigawa standard or Power Cube? What are we feeling? It feels like a better choice there. I just want to get exactly 1,000 gems. I want to get exactly 1,000 gems so I can buy the Mastery Pass before the other Mastery Pass goes away. I don't even care if I go 7. Kamigawa Golgari, yeah, that might be it. Yeah, I want 1,000 gems. That's it. Just play Boros. That's what everyone keeps telling me, just to play Boros. Xaverits, what do you Xaverits doesn't say cube. Everyone, I've heard that Boros comment a few times. That it's just get really fast and low with Boros. But again, I know a lot of these cards. Like, I'm not a dumbass. I know what Dark Ritual is. You know what I mean? I know I've played a lot of these. Not all of them. But I don't know like all the strategies in fucking Legacy and shit. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I've played Croxa before. It was a while ago, but I've played him. I'm aware of what he does. Also, Power Cube isn't fucking... It's Phantom. You don't get any of these cards. I don't know. Maybe we save Phantom for another die and just try Kamigawa, huh? Hey, what's up, Joseph Stevens? I think we'll put a pin in Cube. I think I want to learn. You know what I might do? Maybe I'll team up with another drafter. Here's what I'll do, guys. Hey, what's up, Narnia, Tanuki family? I'll team up with another drafter. Maybe I'll talk to fucking one of the drafters who knows Cube, and they can teach me. I know Kamigawa pretty well. And I can probably do okay to get my 1,000 gems for it. You know what I mean? So maybe we'll try that. Maybe I'll whiff on Kamigawa. Who the fuck knows? I just know I don't want to do fucking traditional Omen Paths or pick 2. Yeah. I think we'll try Neon Dynasty. What's the worst that can happen? Also, it'll give me a bunch of rares and shit because I already have so much stuff. It'll give me a bunch of stuff. How's that sound? Did you see the video, King Metsu? I made a video today. It's the link right in the description. It did really well for itself. Real well. real well. All right, you know what? We'll try Kamigawa. I like Kamigawa. And I'm probably going to get a bunch of fucking... a bunch of gems out of this anyways, because I think I have almost full completed Kamigawa. The win rate for the Ozai... So win rates in... Here's the thing. The win rates for the for decks in early access are not very reliable, because you're only playing like the same people over and over again. And you can kind of get stuck in a loop. It did very well for itself. For early access, it did very well. The wins that I got, I was very satisfied with. If somebody is going to control you out, yeah, you're going to get stuck in a long, long control game of people exiling your graveyard and destroying everything you put down. Win rates aren't a reliable metric of how good a deck is in early access. They're just not. Because it's all new cards, people are being weird. Sometimes you'll be playing with new stuff and somebody else is running a meta deck. But it did good for itself. I was satisfied with his performance. Let me say that. I thought it did very well, and I thought it was very good and very fun to run. Yeah, see, I'll get a lot here, guys. If I do Kamigawa, I almost have all the Kamigawa cards. You see? Okay, let's do that then. Let's do Kamigawa. We'll try it. Is Omen Pass the worst set in years for draft? It's small, that's the problem. The cards aren't very powerful and it's very small. So, that's the issue. No. No. We had about the same problem. There was people using new stuff. There was. Maybe 5% more, but we still had a lot of problem of old decks in there, even though they specifically explained don't do that. And if you want to do that, you can go to best of 3 and do it. But don't do that in the main set. So yeah. All right, here we go. All right, guys, we're gonna do a little blast from the past tonight. A little bit of Kamigawa draft. I like the Kamigawa set. I was a big fan of it. And frankly, I just need 1,000 gems to get to where I need to go for the Mastery Pass, so I can move on to the next Mastery Pass, which should be pretty fun. So, you know what? We got 2 draft tokens. We got plenty of stuff. Why don't we just get into it and try a draft for it? Let's do it, guys. Why not? A lot of fun stuff in Kamigawa, and I remember it fondly, so let's go. Don't forget to like. Tenderly press that like button. Subscribe button, or you'll be attacked by the like and subscribe if you don't know, which is a YouTube werewolf will viciously attack you. You can watch us on our streams every night at Twitch, twitch.tv/thatvillainej, or YouTube. Hit that bell, be notified when we go live. Are enough of you hitting the notification bell? I don't know. I don't know if enough of you are hitting the notification bell or not. Ooh, this might be a hard one to find a seat for, guys. Yeah. Discord, you know the Discord links, and you know AetherHub and Moxfield as well. Vampire Hunter D. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Bum 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 bum. We're almost there, guys. I didn't think that it was going to be this long of a wait. Oh, that's a good one. I like Vampire. I like old Vampire. Man, I think I wouldn't have waited this long if it was Power Cube, would I? Because this doesn't strike confidence that people are going to be playing this. Three minutes, man. Shit, we might have to go for fucking Power Cube. Three minutes and 30 seconds going on here. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about, man. I'm worried that this fucking is gonna be all fucking killers. That there's nobody in this queue. Well, we're in it to win it now, guys. Might as well. You know? Get it in to fit it in. Why the fuck not? Yeah. Alright. Surge Hack Mech. I remember that being a very good card. Gravelighter. Draw a card if creature dies this turn. Otherwise, each player sacrifices Okiba Raid Reckoner. Oh man, that's a tough one. I guess we gotta go with the Surge Hack Mech. I know it's not the best one. Bankbuster was the better mech, but why not? Let's find Mr. Holding Up. Oh. Kappa Tech Wrecker. Twisted Embrace. That's a good removal. Enchant creature or artifact. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. That's a good destroy. I'll take Twisted Embrace. I know it's a common, but it's a good card. Didn't they ban Bankbuster? Hey, what's up, Buggerman, 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 Buggerman? Oof. Removal, Dockside Chef. Human Samurai. Do that. Maybe we'll do Orzhov. Let's add that. Okiba Raid Reckoner is always a card that I like to see. Hey, that's great, Anthony Scott. How you doing, Zagat? Oh, no, I'm hate to hear that. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. I'm doing okay. Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. Selfless Samurai is a good one. Wanderer's Intervention's not bad either. Selfless Samurai is not bad. Damn, Gato del Fuego holding it up. Golden Love Ninja holding it up. What'd you use to hit, Anthony Scott? What did you use to hit? It's actually a really good card. Two Heavens is one. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna take Two Heavens as one. Automated Artificer. Did not get a good hit on this one, boys. But then again, I've had a lot of sets where I've said, well, I do great on this draft. I'm going to blow everyone up. And then I get a lot of times where I'm like, I'm doing great. And then I do terrible. Infiltrator. Cantors and such. Yeah, that's a good set. Dragonfly Suit. I wish we'd go back to Future Kamigawa. That's a good one. I know they probably don't want to do it again, but it is a good fucking set, man. I don't miss the fucking enchantment set, the enchantment deck that would destroy you, and by like turn 2. Clawing Torment. It's actually a really good card. Repel the Vial. How are they taking so long with no cards to pick? That's the real question. All right, spin it around, spin it around. We get Shadow of a Thousand Faces. Not very good. Long Reach of Night is actually much better than that for what we're doing. That's a good card, man, but I'm not going for blue, man. Let's do Long Reach of Night. Yeah. Dockside Chef. Pure Recovery Unit. Let's do Dockside Chef. He's pretty good. Wow, we're getting some terrible synergies here. Seismic Wave, Okiba Salvage. Explosive Entry. Wanderer's Intervention. Oh, Greasefang. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we got ourselves a deck, boys and ghouls. Now we're getting somewhere. Ishin and Greasefang might be the play here, especially with the amount of mechs that I've been pulling. Yeah. Greasefang used to be fucking utterly broken, man. Ogre Helm, okay. Alright. Now we're doing alright. Samurai, we're going to get ninjas. I know we're going to get ninjas and samurai. That's probably the only reason I'm even remotely excited for Ninja Turtles, is because we're going to get ninjas and samurai. That's confirmed. Flame Discharge. If you control a modified creature, cast a spell X+2. Let's try you. Peerless Samurai is not bad. He's not terrible either. Let's go you. Probably get another Peerless Samurai. Yeah, I know. It's not my favorite, but, you know. I wanted to do something a little different. Ember Keeper. Kami of Industry. Repel the Bile. We'll do Repel the Bile. Hey, what's up, Chappie Grizel? How you doing, man? Yeah, it's not my favorite idea either, Joey, if I'm being honest. It's not my favorite idea, but, you know, needs must, I suppose. There's so much. Got Ninja Turtles, Star Trek, superheroes, and what's the last one that's fucking coming? Ninja Turtles, Star Trek, TMNT, and The Hobbit. I can't say I'm particularly looking forward to any one of those an exceptional amount. Probably The Hobbit the most, and I don't even think that I'm not even that excited for that. So, yeah. Soul Transfer, okay. That's a good one. Fall of Lord Kondo is good. Each player gains control of all permanents they control. Exile or return. We get Fragment of Kondo. I think we have to go with Soul Transfer. That's a good card. Ogre Oni Helm. Fall of Lord Kondo number 2. Hey, thank you for coming, Jappy. Make sure you like before you go. Ogre Headed Helm. We might try to get Ishin in there. I don't think we need to, though. Are you gonna tell them I told you not to play the game anymore? Buggy Man. Boogeyman, 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 Boogeyman. Hot Shot Mechanic is not bad. Bosage is a good card, but I think I have a full play set of that. I would end up just getting gems for it, which is nice, but that actually will help me win the game, so... Yeah, well, they had at the end of the Phyrexian invasion, a lot of people got desparked. That's the thing. They're trying to tone down the reliance on a shitload of planeswalkers. I think we're going to slowly start seeing more of them come in, but it was on purpose that they lowered the amount of planeswalkers. That's actually really good. In lore. Yeah, I just feel like following up The Hobbit with Lord of the Rings was tried once and it didn't work. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? We did that once in real life. The Hobbit is not that strong of a story compared to Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings is the better story. Ninja's Kunai. Ancestral Katana. Anchor to Reality. Iron Apprentice. I'll pick Ninja's Kunai. What have we got so far this year? Three Planeswalkers and 6 sets. Yeah, they're not too keen on Planeswalkers anymore. They're trying to tone it down. Peerless Samurai. Let's get Peerless Samurai in here. There of Enlightenment. That's not that good unless we have a... Clawing Torrent. Brute Suit Riot. The Kunai. Unstoppable Ogre. Reckoner Shakedown. Ancestral Katana, grab that. Yeah, it's the only one that I can say I'm even looking forward to a little. I'd say that, I would say that, and that's pretty much it. That and TMNT, because we might get some decent ninjas and samurai out of it, but overall, I am Star Trek and superheroes. Those are going to be... No. Orzhov. Mardu. Oh, man. Alright, let's try this one. Let's cut some of these, let's make these cuts here. I like Rena, though. We could always modify things. All right. Hold on one second, guys. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. Hang loose. Well, the problem is it's another small set like Spider-Man. Those sets are never good. All right. We're back.
They're even more
We're back, folks. We'll try it. We'll give it a shot. Lorwyn is going to be very cool. Lorwyn is going to be very cool. I think that that's going to be a big hit. To be perfectly honest with you. I think that that one is going to be solid. So, I don't think we need to worry too much about Lorwyn. People have been waiting for that one for a while. It's supposed to be very good. I wasn't a big fan of the first Lorwyn, but I think Lorwyn is going to be solid. I don't think that they're gonna. I don't think that they're gonna fuck that up, in my opinion. People are. It's probably the most hyped set right now. It's probably the one with the absolute most hype. So, you know. No, I didn't. I realize I should. Rabbit battery. Ooh, look at that golem. Uncharted Haven. We'll do that next. I want to put down the suit first. No attacks and turn. Unstoppable Ogre. Creature can't be blocked this turn. Not bad. Is he going to swing in? Keep a Raid Reckoner. We'll put that down. We'll say black. Incessor's Arrest. Boom. I guess we'll go in. Boom. Boom. Even it out. There you go. Grease Fang. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Do crying all the time. You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Alright, we're putting down Grease Fang. Fanging up grease. Fanging up greasy style. Fanging up greasy style, ladies and gentlemen. Reinforced Rona is a great card, by the way. Really good stuff. Each opponent loses one life. Return to vehicle. push. Alright, we're not going to gain life from that, but we are going to do 5 damage, which is solid enough. Inkrise Infiltrator. Interesting. It's going to return to my hand next turn. Pop. There you go. Another creature I control gets indestructible. Inkrise Infiltrator. Okay, we got one of them too. Reinforce Ronin again. He's going to be the biggest problem. For real, though. Reconfigure on that. Oof. It's going to go in. Dragonfly Suit only needs a 1 crew. My turn. Each opponent loses. We put down you. We put down you. We'll push. Pop, pop. Okay, we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. We're getting a little silly. You know how I like to get silly up in here. Explosive entry. Destroy up to 1 target artifact. Ooh. Okay. Alright, you. Alright, good, good. Okay. Feeling it. Feeling it. Okay, feeling that one. Exile. So here's the crazy part, is that Greasefang is going to have... Everyone's going to get Menace. Boom. Yeah, he's cooked. Because all my creatures are going to have... All my things are going to have Menace. Okay, so we're on the board there, folks. We're on the board. Listen, we didn't get blown out, so that's something, right? That fucking counts as something. Am I right? Damn, I got nobody watching on fucking Twitch anymore. I swear, man. That's wild. Am I going to have to cut Twitch to the curb and just go all YouTube? Nobody watches on Twitch. It's crazy. Doot doo doo. Doot doo doo. I hate doing that to my fucking regular Twitch viewers, man, but God Lord, the Twitch views are in the fucking toilet. Put down Ninja's Kunai. I don't know, maybe I gotta change the time of day that I stream. Okay, Lion Sash. I remember that's a good card, by the way. I remember that one. Remember that being a solid card. Let's do that. Brute Suit. Okay, that's a Surge Hacker mech. Golden Tail Disciple. Well, I guess we'll kill it, huh? True, Buggy Man, but I see other people streaming on Twitch who I know, and their numbers aren't in the shitter. So, something about me. Bump, 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 bump. Alright, let's put down Golden Tail Disciple here. Let's see if we can actually get that out. 4. We'll crew you. We'll go in. Pop. Very nice. Do do do. Touch the spirit realm. Yeah, that sucks. But we can get it back pretty easily. I should use my bunny girl costume. Who should we kill? Should we kill Moon Circuit Tanker? It's not that big of a deal. I should switch to the bunny girl. I hope everyone keeps telling me. Everyone keeps telling me, Jay, don't worry. It's just that it's before the new set. We're gonna see, guys. I told you. I said I got Avatar. I got Lorwyn to be to get this shit together. And if we keep going down in the fucking toilet, I think we're gonna be in trouble. Say we'll wait. All right. I don't really want him to draw a card. We're flooding here. He didn't want to return anything. Okay. I'm not pulling anything here. Eco Terrarium, that's none of this is any good. None of this is any good. None of this is any good here. We'll thin out the deck, but goddamn. Dun 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 dun. This is true, which is why VTubers are so generally unpopular across the world. There's never been a successful VTuber before. Yeah, we're fucking cooked here. We got a terrible draw. We got a terrible fucking draw here. Terrible. Terrible. So who can we grab? We can crew that with one and crew that, but that's it. We'll get our brute suit. Cancel. We'll get this. Bum 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 bum. You got a Ahsoka and Suki foil pre-release promo, and I got a Ba Sing Se land. That's pretty cool, man. I like it. Awesome. I didn't go to pre. I ended up not going to pre-release. I ended up not doing pre-release. I didn't feel like it. I don't really have the extra $50 right now, anyways. I just didn't feel like it. I heard it was good though. I heard it was been popping in pre-release, so I heard it was pretty solid. Clawing Torment. Moth Rider Patrol, we'll put that down. We'll wait. Okay. Put down Selfless Samurai. Soul Transfer. Control an artifact and enchantment. Oof. Fox Monk. Toshiwara Shongshifter. Okay, let's put down you. They didn't let you pick? Hey, what's up, CB? How you doing? The Smacks. How did you have a good time? Did you have a good time, Smacks, or no? My turn. We'll put a -1/-1 on you. Let's put a -1/-1 on you. Let's push in with you. That's good. Boop, boop, boop. Ganjgo Exemplar. Alright. There is Brute Suit. Brute Suit Riot. Riot. Throw back a bottle of beer. Brute Suit Riot. Riot. Can't block. No attacks. End turn. Yeah, I just wanted I wanted an Azula. That sucks. I've never heard that problem where they like no. So what do they just hand you a random one, or you had to draft for it? Like what was the strategy there? What was the strategy behind them not letting you pick? Like why? Why do that? Take action. Get a white. Down. Boom. Do that. Push in. Boom. Okay. Why did everyone want the green deck? Was that supposedly the most powerful one? Ancestors Arrest. Intercessors Arrest. Keep a Raid Reckoner. Search Hacker Mech. Four damage to you. Nice. He's gonna go in. He's gonna go in, boom, boom, boom. So we will do Twisted Embrace. Target creature I control. We'll take you out. Boom. Created Spirit. We'll attack for 4. Lifelink. Boom. We'll put him down to 6. I have not played Azula yet. She's a little bit more complicated to build, and I wanted to get her a little bit of time to marinate. I wanted to give her a little bit of time to marinate. I wanted to think about her for a bit. Boom, boom. Go, go, Shinto. All right, so. I'm going to do this. We're going to do this. That's a 4. To attack. Push you. That's going to gain us 4 life. Unless he kills it. Boom. Okay. That'll get us a little bit higher. Alright. We have a Menace with Surge Hacker. We also have a Removal. So we have a couple of different options here. I think we'll be able to get through here. Yeah, that sounds like a mess. If people wanted to, I mean, I guess give people what they want, and if there's not enough, maybe come up with some different round robin or something to get other people the things that they want. That doesn't sound like the best method there. To just kind of wing it and do whatever, like... That sounds kind of counterintuitive. Boom. Reconfigure. Boom. Putting down a blocker. Boom. Recall the vial. Exile target enchantment. You would have to go in with that. You would have to block both if I went in with Surge Hacker Mech. You would literally have to go in with both. You would have to block with both. It would leave him with Edge Ganjgo. It would leave him with Edge Ganjgo, which could pump up. Which could be a problem. If he pumped it up. We could go back to 10 life. Yeah, we'll do 2 attackers. This one. Boom. Hey, what's up, Patron of the Warp? Get rid of that. Pop. Okay. 10 life is a little tricky to get through. Hey, Jorbil's got him out. Yeah, I could do first. I mean, first come, first serve. The one thing I did here is there just wasn't enough pre-release. I don't know if that was on purpose or by accident. They just couldn't get them out in time. I don't know. There wasn't enough pre-release for sure. I've heard this multiple times. All right. One win and I'm happy here. One more win and I'm fucking happy. So I've got 2 wins, 2 losses to get. Thank you, Suki. I wanted the red one in day 1. I got a red pack of my cards. Ban allies. I don't know anything. Mr. Wang. Selfless Samurai been goated, man. For real. Alright, let's put down black. Turn 1. Keep. He's on the play there. Black. Uncharted Haven. Mobilizer mech. This guy's playing quick, which makes me nervous. Creature. Sentinel. Mill 3 cards. Let's do Soul Transfer. He'll activate him right away, won't he? Won't he? Will Intercessors arrest him? He'll activate the vehicle anyway, just so I can't attack, but... I know he's not happy about that. Why does everyone want green? What was so powerful about the green one, man? What was so fucking cracked about green? Tough? Or was it the Badger Mole Cub? Everyone wants Badger Mole Cub. It's Badger Mole Cub, isn't it? Yeah. I bet it is. He'll activate. No attack-tivate. Shrine Steward. Nice. With power 4, exile target enchantment. Basic land. We'll put a white down. Boom. Do this. Boom. And then we'll swing. It just was Earthbend was too cracked. Okay. Understandable. Mr. Weeble's Badgers on repeat. Badgers. Badgers, Badgers, Badgers. Search your library for 2 basic land cards. Wasaju Reed, I remember that card. That was a big boy. Goshoji of the lost whatever. Repel the bile. We'll get rid of that. Bidoo boo. Bidoo boo boo. Bidoo boo. Bidoo boo boo doo 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 doo. Ba-da-dum bum. Ba-da-dum bum bum. Possessed by goats. Hey, what's up, TJ Wadsworth? Sheltered by goats. I took the white box, played almost mono white with 4 green cards, and went 3-0. Interesting. Go Shinto of Hidden Cruelty. Nice. My turn. Do 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 do. Return target creature. All right, we're gonna do this. Do 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 do. Is he gonna declare blocker? The blockers. All right, he did it. Boom. Boo 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 boo. Let's get rid of you. Sage you. Exile and return. It's gonna be a big boy there, but I got a lot of life to chew through. Master's Rebuke. Target creature you control deals damage. Oh, it's a creature you don't control. Okay. Deals damage equal to its power. Yeah, that'll hurt. Pop, pop. That's white. We'll do no attacks and turn. Really don't have good options here. He's gonna go in with both Seiju. I don't think he'll have a blocker. That's pretty good. Chosen by Valgavoth on that combo there. That's good stuff. He wants to block the Sky Guy. And for good reason. Branches of Boseiju is a good card. Nope, nope. He's not going to go for it. He's going to go for the 2. He's going to be real cautious here. We'll take 2 damage. No blocks. Hopefully we won't get a mana. Hopefully that will not be the case. Era of Enlightenment. Scry 2. We'll take that. Greasefang. View Battlefield. What do we got here? We don't have anything to really bring back. We don't want that. Greasefang isn't great for us right now. We'll draw it anyways. No attacks, end turn. Demir Ninjas get the Avatar update. What are you doing that one? Demir Ninjas? Is there any ninjas in Avatar? What would there be to update? Demir in and of itself would be good, but Demir Ninjas doesn't sound like it would be anything. You just saying just whatever deck has whatchamacallit in it? What's that fucking thing? Whoever has Kaido? That's about all we have. Boom. Good game. All right, we need one more win, guys. Hey, what's up, Panics? How you doing? Atomic Microsizer Ninja Blades is dope. That's not a bad combo. One more win, folks. One more win and we're good. Panics. That's a fucking terrible fucking hand right there. We're gonna have to mulligan that. Oh my goodness. Yikes. I guess so. Jeez. Wow. Hand-fed law. Oh, red on the play too? Oh, wonderful. Oh, great. Yeah, that's good stuff. Wow. Amazing. Okay, we can actually put down Hotshot Mechanic. Grease Fang can go up next. Monk. I'll take the one. Long Reach of Night. We'll do Long Reach of Night next. Surprisingly, there aren't ninjas in Avatar. The Blue Spirit is kind of a ninja, kinda in its own way. Alright, we're going to be doing a lot of damage next turn. We're doing Twisted Embrace and Clawing Torment. He's going to hit us for a lot, but I think we can recover pretty decently. You gotta sacrifice a creature. Boom. I'll put that on you. Non-modified creature you control dies. Do this. 5. Lose 1 life. Ooh, that's a hard one right there, guys. Gotta get rid of that. There's no black bending ability, which means black is kind of the weakest card. The weakest color. Lose 1 life. Reconfigure 5. Need to be able to hit me for 3. Okay, so here's the problem. Here's the fucking problem. So I've got to push in here. He can block with that. He can block with that. That's menace. That would be 2, 3. Yeah, he'd be able to hit me with too much. He'd be able to hit me with too much. That would be 3 and 4. This would be reconfigure. You could reconfigure that. That would be +3. We'll do no attacks. We gotta wait for something to do here. Okay, so he can get it this turn now, or he can kind of be screwed. Yeah, there's blood bending, but like there's no keyworded ability, which kind of puts everyone behind the curveball a little bit. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead no matter what here, folks. I'm dead no matter what. Got really fucked over there. No matter what, I'm fucked. Down to 1 exactly. I was dead no matter what. Yeah, this was a... I can't say it was a mistake, but... I mean, it's luck. We didn't quite get where we wanted to go with it. I just wanted 1 more win and I could get my fucking... my Gemeralds. But hey, what are you gonna do? It's a free pass. Yeah, black is particularly weak in this set for the sole reason that you know, essentially the sole reason that there is no keyed ability to it. Which, you know, the other bending abilities are all just variations of the color. So black is not particularly strong in this set, unfortunately. I would have liked it to be very strong. Would have been nice, but hey. It happens. Well, if it's speaking of black, let's do some shakedown breakdown in black, huh? Boop, 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 boop. There's some good sacrifice in it. I'm about to show you some stuff here. All right, here we go. We're going to do a shakedown breakdown in black, too. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, a.k.a. That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because it is time for Mono Black in Avatar. Yes, Wizards was nice enough to let me into early access. And you know I have to upgrade our current Mono Black deck. Now, there wasn't a lot of great Mono Black options in Avatar because it doesn't have a keyword tied to it. Every other color had a main keyword, but black is kind of off there on its own. However, there's a couple of new cards that I want to bring your attention to that could have a lot of potential to just improve what we already have on Mono Black, especially Mono Black Sacrifice, which you know is one of my favorites. So before we get down to this one, guys, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button right down there, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously attack you and maul you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places you can catch us live. Hit that bell for notifications. Be part of Notification Squad. You know whenever we post anything or go live for any reason. Check out our Discord if you have any questions, comments, concerns. You want to post your decks or chat with the community. Discord is the place to be. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be on my AetherHub and on my Mox Field. Both of those places we're going to be, or you can get our deck. One last announcement is I got some merch. I got some merch with the like and subscribe on it too. In case you're interested, you can follow those links down below. Some cold weather merch, hats, sweatshirts, whatever. I never plug my merch, but a few people have been asking, so it is right down there. So what are we talking about when we talk about Blackout? The new black cards, especially Black Sacrifice, being what it is, we have some good options here, okay? And even sideboard options. We're going to go with the sacrificing staples here. Greedy Freebooter is going to be 1 black, 1/1. Treasure, sacrifice, we want him to die. It gets a treasure ramp, it gets a scry. He's a great card to be thrown away and die. Really, really useful because he's ramp, and he's just a great little fodder card as well. We also love Infestation Sage, 1 black and 1 elf warlock, because when he dies, we also get a black and white green creature token with flying right there. So those are both great methods of getting sacrifice out. Both are really, really good options to have early sacrifice for blockers and to sacrifice later on as we do things, okay? There's a reason we're going to be doing all of this. We're going to be trying to run a gain and drain cascade with some of the new cards, just slowly draining out our opponent, getting card superiority with a lot of card draw, and then constantly having a flow of life out of them and into us. So for removal, guys, we have new removal cards. Heartless Act. Heartless Act is reprinted in Avatar. It's Heartless Act, it just has Appa on it. But I have my old Ikoria Heartless Axe here as a removal instant, destroy target creature with no counters on it, very useful, or remove counters from up to a creature. Actually really good to remove counters if somebody's going in thinking they're getting you, and you can absolutely wreck them, or just destroy a creature at instant speed. So we're going to go with the new removal of Heartless Act. I'm also going to go with some Tragic Trajectories. There's some early cards that need to be removed right away. Tragic Trajectory helps us with that, especially Badger Mole Cub. If they play Badger Mole Cub on turn 2, you need to hit him with Tragic Trajectory right away. Badger Boat Club's dangerous. You've got to get some of those early ramp cards out of the way, so we're going to run that one as well. Especially with the Void ability being -10, -10, we are going to be losing a lot of creatures. Stuff's going to be going in the graveyard. It does help. Now, Sacrifice plays as well. Fanatical Offering. This is a card that I think only I play. Part of the reason I like it is that Vito is right there on the artwork, and you know how I feel about Vito Vampire. 1 black and 1 is additional cost to this spell. Sacrifice an artifact or a creature. Either one. You draw a card, draw 2 cards, and you can gain a map token. Now we're going to keep steady flowing cards into our hand and sacrifice plays right there. We are going to have so many artifacts to sacrifice. You're going to see there's going to be a lot of artifacts to sacrifice and creatures that is going to keep the flow of cards into our hand. So 2 Fanatical Offerings right there. So now here's some of the new stuff. I know you're excited to see what's new and how do we go for it. We are going to punish people with My Scornful Striker. Maybe it's May. Is it May? Is it My? I know I'm pronouncing it wrong one way or the other. I'll say May. May Scornful Striker, 1 black and 1 rare human noble ally, a 2/2 first strike. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, they lose 2 life. This is hugely effective right now, especially in Standard. We don't really play that many non-creature spells. We play a removal every now and again, but there are decks out there right now that are constantly trying to play card after card after card. Even mono red, pumping up, playing, burning. This punishes people for playing any creatures, especially Izzet and stuff like that, who just people don't want to go nuts and play a lot of cards. So first of all, it's a 2/2 first strike, which is not bad. Then it punishes people for playing spells. The fun thing about this one is that even if they want to kill this, they have to play a non-creature spell, so they're going to lose 2 life no matter what. And if you just keep playing her, she constantly is a threat over and over and over again. So I really like, as a 2-drop, like easy my May Scornful Striker in any black deck that I run, just to put that anti-flurry card casting stuff right there. Would have been really bad against Vivi decks if Vivi was still around, but he's gone because they like to cast 10 spells a turn. So very, very useful card right there. We're also going to go with Obsessive Pursuit, which I think is one that not a lot of people are talking about. I've heard it get some buzz. It's kind of a card draw engine. 1 black and 1. Here's Zuko being crazy. Whenever this enchantment enters and at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a clue token. Whenever you attack, put a 1/1 counter on target creature where X is the number of permanents you've sacrificed this turn. Now you can order this trigger that whenever you attack with something like Sephiroth and sacrifice something, it can go off. Then if you sacrifice 3 or more, you gain lifelink. So you constantly put 1/1 counters on stuff. You have clues, which you can sacrifice the clue every turn for a card draw to keep pumping your creatures when you go in. So it helps add power and toughness to your creatures, potentially a lot, depending on how much you've sacrificed, potentially, and lifelink until the end of turn if you have sacrificed enough, which is super cool there. It's also helping you draw cards. So it's an interesting way of drawing cards and pumping your creatures that is kind of unique from just like Phyrexian Arena or something like that. Has a little bit more variety. Like I said, it also gives you those artifacts. Artifacts can be cracked open for Fanatical Offering. Very, very useful stuff right there. I'm going to show you some other combos right here. Raven Eagle. Another card that I don't think people are thinking about. 1 black and 2. Bird Assassin, believe it or not. Flying, 2/3. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, exile a card from the graveyard. I love this because Reanimator, take that, man. Reanimator on turn 3, eating up a creature from the graveyard, you're going to mess up their plans. Then, if it's a creature card, you create a clue token. Again, we're getting more and more clue tokens. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So we're including the gain and drain ability there inside of Obsessive Pursuit and potentially Fanatical Offering, or even Sephiroth will gain and drain again. So you have some really good synergy with everything else we're doing with the new card, Raven Eagle. Now, of course, we got to have my man Sephiroth here. 1 black and 2, 3/3, human avatar soldier. Whenever Sephiroth enters or attacks, you may sacrifice a creature. If you do, draw a card. And again, sacrifice a creature, draw a card. Whenever you draw a card, they lose a life and you gain a life, they lose a life and they gain a life. So you can get that gain and drain up and get cards off. You would draw an extra card, you would gain and drain for 2, etc., etc., and so forth, as long as you're feeding stuff in there. So you're constantly hitting the gain and drain, you're constantly putting pressure on, and you're constantly getting the flow of cards into your hand and putting pressure on your opponent right there. So Sephiroth's going to be very, very useful, okay? Whenever fourth time its ability resolved, you get to turn it into Sephiroth One-Winged Angel, which is amazing. Whenever another creature dies. We have that ability right there. You could put some other sacrifice outlets in there as well, like Fanatical Offering or anything else that you might want to do. Now, the other fun thing that we're going to run is Caesarian Sussborn right here, which is another vampire, 1 black and 2. Whenever a creature whenever this creature or another creature or artifact you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So artifacts also dying will choose going into the graveyard. Meaning that sacrificing your clue tokens actually hits a gain and drain effect off Caesarian Sussborn right here. And you can warp this in for 1 black, so you can use all your mana, build up a bunch of clue tokens that you have, put that in, sacrifice, 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 draw 3 cards, and they lose 3 life, and you gain 3 life. Very, very useful combination play right there. And again, the more stuff that dies, the more life they're going to lose, and potentially more gain and drain is going to go off, the more cards you're going to draw again. Scrawling Crawler. Now, I think that there's a couple of reasons we want Scrawling Crawler in this. Not only does it look like a crazy crazy viral phage bacteria monster thing from Phyrexia, May Scornful Striker and Scrawling Crawler is a really fun one, especially against blue. 3 mana, 2/3 Phyrexian Construct. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose a life. I love making, whenever somebody draws a card, they lose a life, and whenever they play a spell, they lose a life. That is very, very bad for people, okay? Not only that, he's on the auto combo with Raven Eagle. You draw an extra card every turn automatically, and Raven Eagle is going to give you a gain and drain. So, yeah, that's going to give you, it's going to automatically feed you that extra life a turn and an extra card each turn, along with the extra treasure that you're going to be generating. Not treasure, but clue tokens you're going to be generating. You could sacrifice for even more cards. You can kind of see where this is going. You're going to have so many different cards, so many different options, so much removal, so much replacement for all the things that you're going to be sacrificing and playing and punishing, and they're going to be getting hurt no matter what they do. If they play a spell, they're hurt. They kill one of your creatures, they're going to lose life. They draw an extra card, they're hurt. Anything dies, they're hurt. It is constant punishment. It's one of those just kind of slow ground out decks right there. For a finishing move, I'm going to put out the Bloodletter of Aclazotz, 3 black and 1, arguably the best 4-drop black card in the game, Vampire Demon. If an opponent would lose life during your turn, they lose twice that much life instead. A huge punishment for Sephiroth, Caesarian Sussborn. Scrawling Crawler punishes them harder for them losing their life. And May Scornful Striker, now you're talking about if you try to cast a counterspell on me, you're going to lose 4 life if I have Aclazotz and May out. Say, oh, I'm going to play instant removal, or I'm going to play any kind of, instant card or anything like that. You're going to lose 4 life for every instant you're playing with Bloodletter and May Scornful out. Everything kind of has really good synergy flowing into one another here. I really, really like that. So yeah, you've got a lot of compromise. You've got a lot of card draw. You're going to get huge superiority because you're going to be flowing, gaining life, hitting all of these new combos off, just pinging them down every game. Every action they're doing, they're losing life. Every action you're doing, and as you're gaining power, you're gaining life. It's going to be really good. We're also throwing in a Realm of Kor in here, which is a really good land. Whenever it enters tapped, unless you control basic land. Easy enough. We have all basics from running mono black. You could do 2 of these. It is a rare. You add 1 black. You can also create a colorless spirit token, a 1/1 colorless spirit token. It can't be blocked except by non-spirit tokens. This is really good for constantly putting pressure on your opponent in the middle to late game, just constantly generating a creature that can't be blocked, or constantly being able to generate a creature that can be re-sacrificed over and over and over again to get your constant flow of stuff off. So token generator that can't be blocked, super good. Extra mana for that one right there. So that is the bulk of the new cards. We look at the stats right here. 27 creatures, allies, assassins, humans, constructs, demons, Phyrexian soldiers, vampires, 6 instants, 3 sorceries, 3 artifacts, 2 enchantments, 23 lands altogether, and a 2.2 average. Mono black. There is Momo as the companion right there. Total blackout. That is what we were trying to run. A couple of cards to mention. Deadly Precision is a good sacrifice and destroy. That's got another May on it right there. She's doing her thing, throwing her knives. Corrupted Conviction's not a bad sacrifice and draw. Both of those are good. Fire Nation Drill is a fun one as well because that destroys a creature with 4 or less, and it basically has the nowhere to run ability on it. Everyone loses Hexproof and Ward. They lose Hexproof and Indestructible permanents your opponent's controls, and you can crew it for only 2. It's a 6/3 trample. Not a bad card for Fire Nation Drill. Didn't really find it in this one. If you want to replace Bloodletter with it and put the drill down, I get that. Withering Torment for your enchantment destruction, Strategic Betrayal for 4 sacrifice. One of the biggest ones I wanted to talk about was June Bounty Hunter. I didn't put her in because I couldn't quite fit her in. I do think that she's pretty good, especially in... She can't block if you've drawn 2 or more cards. However, sacrifice another creature, you create a clue token. She can't be blocked if you've drawn 2 or more cards. So you combine her with something like Scrolling Crawler or Obsessive Pursuit or even Sephiroth. She cannot be blocked every turn. She's constantly, if you have clue tokens, you can basically constantly always pay for her to not be blocked. You do something like Obsessive Pursuit and are pumping her up with tokens every single time. She's an unblockable card draw engine that's just going to keep doing damage again and again. So June, one to think about right there. Very, very good card that I just didn't have time in early access to get in there, but I do want to mention her because she is cool. So we're going to get into it, guys. Mono Black, early access. I hope you're enjoying this. Avatar is a fun set. Tell me what you think about Avatar. Let's get into it, guys. Here we go. I wanted Care Bears UB, but then a secret layer, so I'm over it. Yeah, they didn't let you get your Care Bears in, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry they didn't let you get your Care Bears in, bros. Broskis, Rotato Chip. Guys, if you haven't seen the YouTube video, go check it out. It's right there. It could use some likes on it. Anti-Gandalf card. Yeah, absolutely. It's if people are gonna, I kind of set this up so if people are basically just gonna sit there and draw cards, you're gonna punish them quite a bit. If they're just gonna do nothing and draw cards and play non-creatures, you can punish them a lot, which is, I like that. Boros Buddies, Blackout, Light Ally. All I need is the air that I breathe and to love you. All I need is the air that I breathe and to love you. All right. The other thing that I wanted to build here, by the way, before I go, we're going to talk a little bit longer. No stream tomorrow, by the way, guys. Earthbending is going up, so make sure you got your notifications on. Boop, boop, boop. I do want to get the Biefongs. Whenever a non-land creature you control dies, Earthbend. There is an evil Earthbending kind of situation we can do here. TJ, absolutely. It'll be up tomorrow, man. Make sure your notifications are on. Whenever this creature attacks, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with 1/1 counters on them. I know that's expensive, but I think Daily Agents and Befongs. Whenever another creature you control lands, put in your graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 target creature you control. I think that flows into that. I think we can make an evil Earthbender. I think it's possible. I didn't do pre-release. I did early access, but I did enjoy it, though. I did enjoy myself in early access. I did a lot of fucking decks. A lot of hot, thick decks. Earthbender Ascension, Earthbend 2. Let's do that. Badger Molcub. Earth and Ally. Earthbend 5. Why no stream? Avatar comes out? What do you mean? I'm doing a day stream on Tuesday. Avatar comes out on Tuesday. Oh yeah, I did a great run. I did 6 decks, man. You haven't watched the channel, bro? I've been putting one up every day. TJ. I've been putting up I've put up 3 decks so far of early access shit. You bossing say. Non-land creature we control dies. Okay. Rebellious captives. Another ally comes in. It's not tomorrow. Why you guys keep saying tomorrow? Well, I mean, technically it would be tomorrow if you guys are already in Monday. It's going to be Tuesday the 18th, probably around noon is when the new set comes out. I'm going to be streaming at about 1:30, 2 o'clock on Tuesday. I'm going to be streaming at 1:30, 2 o'clock on Tuesday. I'm not streaming tomorrow night. If I do, it won't be Magic. We'll do something else. But I'll probably take the night off because I'm going to do a day stream and an evening stream on Tuesday, plus the premiere of the Mono Black deck that you just saw kind of get run down. So there's going to be a lot of content up Tuesday. There's going to be a day stream raiding right into the premiere of the new Mono Black deck. All that is going to be ready to go. Boom, 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 boom. So be ready Tuesday, the 18th. Oh yeah, it's check it out. The links are right there, guys. I think that there is something to build here. I've got to work on this a little bit more, but I definitely think there's, especially with dilate counters. How much is Obsessive Pursuit? Is Obsessive Pursuit 2? Yeah, Obsessive Pursuit is 2, so we can afford that. We can afford that. Counter. Leaves from the Vine in case you just want to cry while you're playing the game. I also have an Orzhov warship, and I activated the full fleet. You're going to want to watch that one. That shit is fucking hot. You may sacrifice a creature, put 2/1/1s, put counters into your control, Spirit of Balance. Hey, base, Spirit of Balance. Interesting. Dilate agents. What are you doing with counters? Badger Mole. Wasps. Azula always lies. Oh, we have a lot of counter stuff. Okay. All right, we'll have to combine it with some other things. Please don't call it Avatar. Pretty offensive, dude. Do. I think honestly it's better than I hoped. It curved out a lot better than I had thought it was going to be. I'm way less concerned about it now. I'm way less concerned about it. I was kind of concerned about it before, but I think they did a great job. After early access, I'm way more stoked for it. Hey, what's up, Gaz? Yeah, Gaz, Avatar's coming out on Tuesday, man. I got all kind of early access decks coming out on my channel. One of them's right there in the link if you take a look at it. Now I'm trying to look at this Dilate Agents combo deck here, especially with the Gain and Drain. Panthro, how you doing, man? I didn't say hi to you. All right, this one needs work, but I think we're gonna get somewhere with it. But yeah, if you check out my channel, there is a ton of new decks up right now. There is a lot. There is a lot of stuff. You're getting priced out of paper? Well, just play Arena. Just play Arena. Arena's good. You know, as good as you can get. I suppose. But yeah, we even have the Blood Moon deck up, which is cool. We are going to, I think we're going to leave it right there, folks. I'm stretching a little bit, but I'm going to take a break. We are going to leave it right there. We're going to send you off on your way. How you doing, Gas TV? How about Catfish? Catfish, I think there is a deck to be done for Catfish. I do think that is possible. I do think that yeah, especially if you blink it. I think in an Orzhov, if you exile it and bring it back, so if you do something like exile, return, you do something like, you know, airbend it or something like that. you exile it and return it and exile it and return it or something, I think that you are talking about something interesting there. Even in a Dimir, if you splash portal it, exile it, and then return it, you could actually do something really interesting on Cat Gator. If you went to mono black and just did something with splash portal and try to mostly keep swamps out. Because we also have the ability to run swamps that are also swamps. These are also island swamps, so they count as both. So this does however many swamps that you have. So even if you ran Dimir with it, you would be able to run island swamps, which I think there's something there with Cat Gator. It's basically corrupt. It's basically a corrupt. If you wanted to enhance it even farther, I think that we could definitely do something. I think it's possible. How possible? I don't know, but possible nonetheless. It is. Francois, let me tell you, man, I work with mentally handicapped people, and that's really fucking offensive, man. If you don't like it, you're free to leave, dude. I work with people who have mental deficiencies, injuries. I work with veterans who have head injuries and are not at their full capacity. So yes, saying the word fucking tard is super offensive, dude. It's super fucking offensive. You're gonna make me mad, and I never fucking get mad on here. I very rarely get mad on here. So if you don't fucking like it, you can hit the fucking bricks, dude. You can hit the fucking bricks. I'm a fucking social worker in my day job. I work with people all the time. Real people. Okay? So that's really fucking hurtful to say that shit. I don't like it. If you want to go off and watch someone else and say shit somewhere else, you're more than welcome to. I am not limiting your free speech. You can say whatever the fuck you want. You can't say it here without facing consequences. That's free speech. You have consequences for it. So you're unhappy with that I don't like when you say that it's fucking upsetting to me as somebody who works with people who have disabilities. Fine with me, dude. Beat feet. Ridiculous. I guess we'll go see Gobbler. All right, we're out of here, folks. Won't see you tomorrow, but there's plenty of videos out for your pleasure. Adios. Good night.